So Specs Ops Global are a tiered box, so you can buy in different tiers starting at this much and ending at this much, and I'll put prices to the tiers on the screen as I go, as well as the prices of the items as I go. And you can also buy these items individually on their website, so if there's something that you missed in the past that you want, you can go and get, or if there's just something that you want out of this box, you can go and get. So let's just jump right into the box. On top here we got packed box with 2 cards, one saying thank you for joining up, and on the back here we're getting 10% on your order, and there you go. Get more gear is the code for that, so by all means if you want to use it. So on this card here you got your October 2016 Urban Ops is your theme, and we're gonna go over what you get in these tiers. Now the first tier is called the JROTC tier, and you're getting 2 items in this tier. The first item is a lockback knife made in Montiago, Italy. It says right on the knife as well, made in Italy. And this comes from the knife makers Mac Colt Tillery. Mac Colt Tillery are the knife makers. They've been making knives for 50 years. Started off making diving knives and got into the Italian military, making knives for them in their combat training. I don't know if this knife is a specific knife that they're getting, but the knife company does supply the Italian military with knives. So with this knife, I could tell you right off the bat that it is a well-made knife. It does come with a nice edge. You can probably definitely play around with it and get it a little more sharper. There's no blade play in this knife whatsoever, and it's got no clip but does have a nice lanyard hole, and that shape right there and this handle gives you a knife, I think, which would be good for a backup knife in a fire kit. I have my fire kit right here, so this would go in there, and that's that. And if I ever did end up without a knife and needed to make fire, I'm gonna have a knife in there. Redundancy is always a good thing. Backup plans are always a good thing. This can also be a knife used in your everyday carry bag as a backup knife to your pocket knife. Say you lose it. Hopefully you don't, because usually your pocket knives are one of your favorite knives. So that's the first item you're getting. The second item you're getting in the first tier is the Tactical Balaclava made in the USA. So these are used by SWAT teams and military units to serve high-risk warrants. And these are basically used to hide your identity from any perps, anybody that they want to keep, the police officers or so on and so forth, or people just don't want their identity known. They're using these, you know, you got robbers using them, right? So, I mean, it's a balaclava. So, it's black. This right here is useful to me. It's a light material, so if I was going to use it for winter, it would definitely be going over top of something else, or something would be going over top of this, as it's a soft material, so it's nice on the face. So I could put maybe wool over top of it, or something else that would keep me warmer with this, keeping my face soft. Anyway, it's black, and as it's an Urban Ops themed box, you're going to be moving around in the dark. This is something that you might want to wear to keep unnoticed. And again, it's a great item to use in the winter for work, and even for going for walks and keeping yourself warm. So definitely 2 useful items right off the first tier. So we're done the first tier. We're going to go into the second tier. That's the new recruit tier. So if you do decide to go with the new recruit tier, you would also get the first 2 items that I already went over, and you would also get this item, and it is a combat belt. This is a Canadian and American made product. It's manufactured by CP Gear using American and Canadian materials and labor. So what these belts basically do is take a rigger's belt and turn it into a combat belt, and this allows basically for you to have gear around your waist. And I see it as something a little different. Well, I mean, if I found myself in a situation where I was in an urban environment and needed to have access to tactical gear in such a matter, but if I was set up in a camp out in the bush and wanted to go doing some exploring around my hidden camp, where I bugged out to, or where I basically set up camp at, and I wanted to go explore or forage or hunt for food, you don't have to carry a backpack with you. You can carry this with, say, a dump pouch, a canteen, some snacks, and a survival kit and some other gear, as well as have a weapon on you, as well as your knife and so on and so forth. So this, I think, is a great piece of gear. It's really well made, and that's what you're getting on the second tier new recruit. And those are the 3 items you'll get at the new recruit. So we've gone over the first tier, which was the JR OTC, and then the new recruit. You got those 3 items, and we're going into the seasoned non-com tier. With that tier, you're getting an additional 2 items. And the first item you're going to be getting is this here. It's a magazine pouch that has an adjustable MOLLE straps on the back, as well as shock cord throughout, so it really does allow you to really get any kind of size mag in there for an assault rifle. It's got an adjustable, there you go, made by SAG. So this is a company out of Poland, and these are used by this brand is used by Poland's special troops. And yeah, it's a rifle magazine pouch. It's also got some MOLLE on the front. For me, I could see this going around that belt and me putting something in this, I mean, it really does stretch out and give you a lot of room. It wouldn't be necessarily a magazine unless I came across obtaining some gear such as that, but no, I don't have any clips. But I could put a survival tin in this. I could definitely find a use for this, and this is definitely something that I do value and will hold on to. It's very well made, and that is the first item you are getting in the third tier. The second and last item you are getting in the third tier is a tactical flashlight made by LED Wave. This light is let's read off some specs for you. Its output is 420 lumens. It's called the Vanguard Tactical Flashlight. Its runtime is 120 minutes, 2 hours, and it runs off of 2 CR123A batteries. Its weight is 82.2 grams. Its light LED type source is an R5 color source white. It's got a tail switch for momentary lighting and a constant on. This is a bright light. It really is. It's got the, it's really bright. So this is also something I looked into. You can buy attachments that go on the bottom of pistols and or assault rifles. And these are also used by quite a few law enforcement and military forces throughout Europe, such as the German state police, the Dutch police, the British SAS, and also some other ones. This was made in Spain, Barcelona, Spain, and that is the, what is that? The 5th item on your third tier that you're getting. And the last item, again, this is a really bright light. It's got the orange peel reflector in there with the tiny LED, and with the permanent on there. This is a bright room right now. It's really throwing off a lot of light, so it's a pretty good light. It's actually a really decent light, and this is definitely going in my everyday for a backup light. Like I said, redundancy, and it's going in my everyday carry bag, my out for the day bag. This is a great flashlight. I really like the feel of it, the make of it. It does get warm quick, but they got some ribbing in here to dispense the heat. And yeah, this is probably one of my favorite items thus far in this box, was this light. And it's got the momentary on switch as well, so you can mimic a strobe. And that is the last item you were getting in the third tier. All right, so we've gone over the first 3 tiers of this box, and we are going over the last, and that is the elite tier. And you're getting 1 item, and this item is also coming out of the country of Poland, and it is a chest rig. Now, this chest rig is also, again, made by SAG, like that magazine pouch, and you can really see the tactical theme to their boxes now. This here chest rig is designed to adjust and fit over any plate carrier. This is not a plate carrier. It's not made to have any kind of armor put into it. It has lots of ventilating padding, very good stitching in it. This is a really well made piece of kit, and everything over it, like, it's just, the buckles on it are quality. These are not like just your like cheap. I've seen cheap. This isn't cheap, and this is to maximize your loadout. So you got your chest rig with MOLLE attachments, and as well as Velcro. This whole front part of this rig is a pocket, and on the inside is a very soft velvet, so you can put in some electronics that you can have in a case and not worry about them getting scratched up, as well as some paperwork, anything that you needed to grab at quick, maps, navigational equipment, so on and so forth. You can also maximize your loadout with this, with the combat belt that they include, as well as the magazine clip, right? So that is your last item. Again, this is designed to fit over any plate carrier, and these are new to me, but I'm definitely going to be adding it to my collection of gear, and adding it to my more tactical bags. And this is something that could definitely be used. Like I said, this is an urban themed box, and if you do find yourself in a shit hits the fan scenario and need to move about in a stealthy way, well, this is giving you some gear to do that. And I think that this is actually a really good box. I do really enjoy all these items. Again, I would say the chest and the light were my 2 favorite things getting this out of this box. Again, I'm really impressed with the brightness of this light. This is coming out of the 3rd tier, 420 lumens, and you can see this is a really brightly lit room, and you could just see this really it's throwing at 190 meters, I believe I read. So momentary on that, and the chest rig by SAG, I would say, are my favorite gears. Overall, I'm really impressed with what you're getting, and I did notice and want to let you guys know that for instructional videos on how to use these pieces of kit, you can go to their Facebook page, and they got videos there, and they will teach you how to use these things properly. I hope you guys enjoyed the video going through Spec Ops Global's October edition urban themed box on prepping for beginners. I really appreciate your guys' time. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And please, by all means, give me some comments below, some feedback. I love hearing from you guys. And I appreciate your time. And remember, change is inevitable. Progress is optional. And stay fit, stay ready. See you guys on the next one.